Hi, this is Eric Sloef. I'm at the VMware booth and we're at the Solutions Exchange VMworld 2018. I'm joined by Michael Haverbeck. Michael, how are you doing?
Good morning, and I'm doing fine, thanks.
You're doing fine, that's great. So you're on this special booth with vSphere Seamless Hybrid Cloud Enterprise. What does it mean?
Well, vSphere is a well-known long technology, and we keep our products up and running, introduce new technology, and the overall strategy to get both on and off-premise infrastructures together. And that's one of the features. We connect those via vCenter.
So this morning in the keynote we saw that vSphere is deployed on a lot of different cloud environments. One of them is the Amazon cloud. When I put vSphere on an Amazon cloud and I create a connection between my on-premises data center and my off-premises data center, does this interconnection mean that I still am able to connect workloads together, even though they're in separate environments?
Well, important is to get them all under one cover, under one control via vCenter, and to migrate single workloads or multiple workloads on off-prem and across long distances. That's what we use for the technology.
So what you're saying is, when I have connected two vCenter servers, one off-premises and one on-premises, and I've linked those vCenter servers together, and those vCenter servers are also connected to an NSX manager, I can stretch the layer 2 network from one environment to another?
Perfect explained, yes.
Okay, and on top of that, if I want to migrate a virtual machine with vMotion, is that also possible through that same connection?
Yeah, you can migrate single VMs, so that's one of the features we introduce and use to migrate them between different data centers on off-prem, Amazon, whatever.
And that's a long distance vMotion, and it means that not only the memory is migrated, but also the disk of the virtual machine.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so without any downtime, you still have layer 2 adjacency after the machine is migrated to the other side?
We have migrated the whole 9 yards, anything.
So what happens to a virtual machine that is configured with, for instance, a policy for firewall rules? When it enters the other side, how is it protected?
Well, we have NSX and the roles and policies we created, and we ensured through the link that we keep them going.
Okay, so when we look at the monitor, we see template management with the content library. Can you address that topic, please?
Well, content library is something, in a large environment, you have a single library that you create all your templates you're deploying your VMs from. And you can create that in a data center and deploy them into other data centers so the people there can use them, and you don't have too many differences between all the VMs deployed.
So you're avoiding a situation where you have templates on multiple locations, and when you want to do maintenance on those templates, you don't have to go to every single location, but this technique allows you to synchronize the content to other locations.
Right, and to keep them the same, you know.
Yeah. Okay. And the other thing, the hybrid link mode, we already discussed this. We looked at the cross vCenter mixed migration provisioning, but what is per VM EVC mode?
Let me get back with that cross vCenter mixed version provisioning.
Yes, please.
For a second. Many customers have older versions in place running, and in the cloud we usually have the latest version, so we need to make sure that we can connect an older version vCenter with the latest in the cloud, so that's why we have those interoperability in the versioning thing. And the per VM advanced vMotion compatibility is multiple clouds, the hardware is different, and we ensure that the vMotion will work across even different hardware enhanced vMotion compatibility.
So you mean if I have an Intel CPU with certain features that are not supported on the on-premises side, then those features are chopped off, they're unmasked per VM, and so I'm able to still not expose those features to the VM, and the VM can be migrated to the other side.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Can you show us a little demo? Can you talk us through this video, please?
So what we do is we have the vCenter for VMware Cloud on AWS, and we have the configuration. First we do configure the DNS servers. That's important for the resolution, so everybody finds each other and know where to look at. And we configure the public and the private DNS servers, set them up, and after those operations, those name resolutions is set, we go back and log onto the vCenter server. We connect to the administration part, define the linked domain mode, and it's a three-step thing. Add the identity source, that's where we authenticate against, and we usually have Active Directory or LDAP as a source. And now we just go in a Microsoft Active Directory, copy the attributes out of there, plug in them, or copy and paste them into our vCenter configuration, and then the configuration, the identity source, Active Directory can be set and used. So then we do need the domain alias or domain name, the FQDM, that's what we use, full DNS, set the username and password that we connect to, and address the LDAP IP addresses, all set, configured. Now we do use, configure the cloud administrator groups, the ones that are able to administer that, and then we do link the on-prem domain, our local data center, link it to, connect it, set, done, and the configuration is done. Now if we log back in with the configured administrators, we can check and see in the vCenter both virtual centers, the on-premise and the off-premise. The domain link is set, and we can control and vMotion the workloads across different vCenters between on and off-premise.
Okay, great. So the vMotion migrations can start now.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, Michael, many thanks for the demo and for the interview, and I hope you enjoyed this VMworld.
Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.